I was like, no, don't do this to me. No, I'm just kidding.
How's the working out? How's the workouts going?
So the workouts are going great.
Okay, good.
I'm getting there. It's getting to the point now where my muscles are shown without flexing, like just washing my hands in the mirror. Um, yeah,
Oh,
it's doing really good. I've only been working. Yeah, you good? What happened?
yeah, sorry, you froze. You're
Yeah,
back.
you froze too. So anytime I freeze, I guess you freeze.
Okay.
That's good to know. But yeah, workouts are going great. I've only been doing it for 2 weeks now, and
Same.
yeah,
Same.
that's weird. We didn't even talk about this.
I know. And then like all my roommates and my friend Ron, we just saw at the hot tub. Everyone's working out right now. I don't know what it is. Something's in the air. Like
Yeah, yeah, it
everyone,
must be.
everyone has. It seems like everyone has a different goal, though.
Really?
Like yeah, like my roommate Adam, he's like a real. He just went skydiving. He went on 3 jumps today skydiving. He held on till
Three
he showed
jumps?
me a video. He's like held on to the wing. It's a Cessna. He like crawled out of the pit, the
Yeah.
cockpit, and just it was pretty cool.
Really?
He's trying to get his like 25 jump certification or something like that. But yeah, he's like a fitness freak. He's like just trying to like stay in shape. He has like 8-pack abs, like super strict diet. I'm trying to put on. I've always been small, like you know that. Like I'm a relatively average height guy, but I'm like a small kind of dude. So I'm
Mhm.
just sick of that. I'm just sick of that. I'm just trying to get
I
big.
feel it.
You
I
know,
feel
my
it, man.
dad's a pretty big guy, or at least he was. So
Yeah, it was beefy, man.
I know I got it in me, you know, genetically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just like eating a surplus of calories and like doing the compound. Like I can't bench right now. I can't do shoulder stuff or like pull downs because of my rotator cuff from snowboarding. But I mean, I was just deadlifting 225, squatting 215 now. Getting there,
That's what I'm
getting
talking about.
there. Just started today. I literally just started tracking like a log, but I'm
Of
in
eating or working out.
working out like my gains, like my
Yeah.
like what I'm lifting that day.
Are you keeping track of what you're eating though?
Um,
I mean, to an extent. I'm not talking about like,
to an
okay, I
extent,
had
I make sure if it's days I'm lifting, I'm making sure I'm drinking like a gallon of water a day every day, but like I'm making sure I eat at least 3,000 on days that I lift calories.
3,000.
Yeah,
That should
I
be that should be like your normal day
I know,
without lifting.
I know, I know. So really, it's more like 3,500 because I have
Yeah.
this mass gainer, and
Yeah.
like one serving of that is like 1,300 calories
Jeez.
itself. So so I probably eat about like 3,500.
Man.
So
You know what? I'm gonna start tracking my food as well. I'm eating for about at least 2 people a day, if not three, three and a half.
damn,
Um, every single day, workout or not workout, and my
yeah,
pants are getting looser, and I think that's why I'm swelling up so much. Um, and I was fasting for like a month and a half before I started working out too. And then right when I started working out, I was fasting and eating. So I was eating 3 times as much during the day while I'm fasting. I always try to do that anyways while I'm fasting, especially while working out.
yeah,
Because I only eat from like 10 to what 10 in the morning to 6 at night, basically. Or a lot of times I would stop at like 2:30 because that's my meal. And I'm like, I'm so full by 8 o'clock. I'm like, it's not worth eating.
yeah.
And then I told a couple people that I'm doing that. I'm like, I'm confused with my body. I'm like, not sexually, just like, I don't know if I should be, I don't know if I should be
I know what
fasting.
feels good.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if I should be there. They just give me these weird looks. And I'm like, I don't know if I should be fasting or just eating. Cause like I'm trying to put on size, obviously, and I'm already a big guy. I was already at like 200 pounds. I got down to 189 after a solid month of like fasting. I wasn't doing anything special for the diet. I was eating relatively good. Just
Yeah,
but yeah, then they're like, that's counterintuitive to be fasting and trying to put on weight. So I'm like,
yeah,
that's fine. So I started going really hard in the paint with the workouts. I'd only work out for like an hour to an hour and a half, do 3 sets, of 15 for every kind of workout, do like 8 to 10 different workouts per like set, and then times 3. And there's an hour and a half. Um, and then I just started eating and I stopped fasting, and dude, just instantly I went from like say benching like 20-pound dumbbells like on my couch. And I'm gonna put up a video at some point here of my routine and stuff like that, just stuff I've been doing in the house. But like 20 pounds, I was struggling to do that, to do curls. Now I'm up to 40 pounds, and 40 pounds is too light. This is within 2 weeks. and
Right.
just every other day.
Right.
And I've got a fractured thumb on top of that. So I'm
Right.
like working out with
Damn.
my wrist brace. Yeah,
Yeah.
just and you'd be able to tell like after I'm done with my workout, like my fingers are all red right here on my good hand, and they're all red up here on my bad hand because I'm trying to put all the weight I can up here or just on the side right here,
Right.
lifting that. So I'm not letting nothing stop me this time. I'm like, you know what? I actually see these things go. Oh,
No, yeah. I'm motivated too.
oh,
I've never committed like this.
me neither.
I never committed
I'm
like
so happy you're doing it right now too.
yeah.
Honestly,
Just
that
I think it might be the age. That might be it. The age we're at. Like
I think so. I feel like if we don't do now, it's not gonna happen.
yeah, like becoming an adulty. Well, it can always happen. It's never too late for
Of
anything.
course,
But
it's better that happens now before we start hitting our early 30s
right.
and start
Right.
just
I
really.
wish I would have started, I wish I would have started 5, 10 years ago, whatever.
Of course, but we
This
didn't
is still a
care.
good this is still a good time to start. Like our T levels will peak in our early 30s.
Oh, then we're on our way.
Yeah.
We're on our
So
way.
like you want to do that shit before you start peaking T level.
Yeah.
Like think of like UFC fighters. Think of any fighter. Whenever they're doing the tail of the tape, what age do you always see these guys fighting at?
In the early late 20s.
29 to like 33 is the prime. Early 30s is the prime for any fighter. They could be like they could have started when they're 18, but they're not going to be as good or disciplined or strong or fast or anything like that until they've had one experience, unless they're just supernaturally gifted. One experience, and two, the level of testosterone, the level of like athleticism doesn't really reach for that sport, I feel like, until you're in your late 20s. Whereas some sports like maybe basketball, right? You would excel when you're younger and you're more limber and you're faster and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree. I'm sure there's some data out there that we can quickly find
yeah.
at some point. That'll show that.
Bro, speaking of like your routine, I think you might have inspired my dad to like do what he did to lose a lot of weight.
What's that? Fasting?
Like ketosis,
Oh
keto,
yeah, keto.
and fasting. Because if you remember when my parents lived in Long Beach, California, like right before I went on my last deployment, they had a pool. We had a pool. I was in the pool all day back there, and you came
Yeah,
down.
that's bomb.
And I think my dad was still pretty big at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hadn't seen him since then. I went on deployment. I was in I was in Virginia and stuff like that. And then I seen him when I was moving from Virginia to Texas, and I was like, dude, you look smaller than I do. What the fuck are you doing? And he was like, he wouldn't tell me. Like he doesn't tell anyone that he does keto. He doesn't tell anyone that like he does anything. He's like,
Why?
nothing. I don't know. I don't know. He's like, it's not a diet. It's not a diet. It's not keto. It's like, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why he has that like mindset
Like it's
about
an
it.
insecurity of his to let people know that he's doing something that works.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't let doctors know. I don't think.
Those are the guys who really want to know, like, yo, what are you doing?
I know. I think he might have told them after like they like gave him results or whatever,
Yeah.
just to like try and prove him wrong or like see if like Western medicine like lies,
Yeah.
because that's actually kind of believable that the United States is one of the most unfit places and the most heavily drugged and like prescribed places like for medicine and stuff like that.
I agree with that.
So it makes sense that there could be science to the like keto and all that stuff that is accurate, but of course the government is not going to push that agenda because they want unhealthy people.
Yeah, of course.
So they make money. So
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I see where he's coming from with not wanting to tell like that kind of in that regard, but
Yeah, I only opened up about it once people started asking me about it.
yeah,
That was it. Aside from that.
yeah.